In the previous video, we talked about top raw cashew nut importing countries. In this new piece, we will be talking about top 15 raw cashew nuts exporting countries. According to FAO, India and Vietnam were the two major raw cashew producers, which accounts for 785,000 tons and 2,663,000 tons respectively. However, production does not equate to export, hence, the largest exporting countries in terms of quantities are the Philippines, Indonesia, and Vietnam. These three countries put together exports more than 70% of the global raw cashew nuts exports yearly. Top 15 raw cashew nuts exporting countries. It is really amazing to see that Africa and Pacific Asia dominates the top list of raw cashew nuts exporting countries. Vietnam is the highest producer and exporter of raw cashew nuts. Vietnam is responsible for 44.9% of global raw cashew nuts export. 2,663,885 metric tons of the commodity is being exported annually by Vietnam. India follows Vietnam with an annual export rate of 13.2% of global raw cashew nuts export. India churns out 785,925 metric tons of the commodity annually in the export market. The third highest exporter of raw cashew nut is Cote d'Ivoire. The West African country exports an average of 688,000 metric tons annually, which is valued at 11.5% of raw cashew nuts export globally. Philippines is next at number 4 with an export quantity of 228,612 valued at 3.8% of raw cashew nuts export globally. Philippines is closely followed by a tiny West African country, Benin, with an average export quantity of 215,232 metric tons, which makes up 3.6% of the world's raw cashew nuts exports. West Africa dominates the remaining top 10 slots, with Mali, Tanzania, and Guinea Bissau ranking from number 6 to number 8. Tanzania is the sixth highest exporter of raw cashew nut with an average of 175,670 metric tons exported annually. Tanzania cashew nuts production and export has continued to rise year after year at the rate of 6.2%. Guinea-Bissau is behind Tanzania, ranking the seventh highest exporter of the commodity with an average of 158,004 metric tons annually. However, COVID-19 has recently had a great impact on Guinea-Bissau's production and export capability. Mali is ranked number 8 with an annual average export capacity of 149,890 metric tons. In recent years, Indonesia's raw cashew nuts and production rose 0.9% year on year. Indonesia has an average capacity of exporting 137,364 metric tons annually. Brazil is the 10th highest exporter of raw cashew nuts, with production increased at the rate of 4.3% year on year. The Latin American giants exports an average of 132,975 metric tons annually. However, their major export destination is Vietnam, Indonesia, and China. Mozambique is ranked 11th as their raw cashew nuts production continue to increase at a rate 13.5% annually. The African Lusophone country exports an average of 118,711 metric tons annually. Burkina Faso's raw cashew nuts production jumped by 4% in 2019, which now places it at number 12th spot, exporting an average of 109,303 metric tons annually. Nigeria is ranked the 13th highest exporter of raw cashew nut in the world with an average export capacity of 97,863 metric tons annually. A steady 10.3% rise annually in Ghana's raw cashew nuts production puts them in the 14th spot, exporting 81,770 metric tons of the commodity annually. Colombia is ranked 15th with an export capacity of 64,518 metric tons annually. We hope you found this video very informative. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative videos.